In this episode of Club Random with Bill Maher, the guest is Mayim Bialik, an actress and scientist known for her roles in shows like Blossom and The Big Bang Theory. The conversation covers a wide range of topics, including Bialik's experience as a child star, her role as the host of Jeopardy, and her views on parenting and education. Bialik reflects on her time as a child star and the challenges that come with it. She started acting at the age of 11 and had to navigate the industry at a young age. She discusses the different ways people become child stars and how she was able to handle the pressure and maintain a sense of maturity. The conversation then shifts to Bialik's role as the host of Jeopardy. She talks about the importance of knowledge and how the show appeals to a specific audience of people who still value learning and knowing things. She also discusses the communal aspect of the show and how it brings families together to watch and engage in intellectual pursuits. Bialik and Maher discuss the changing landscape of knowledge and information in the digital age. They talk about the prevalence of misinformation and the need for critical thinking skills. Bialik shares her experience as a scientist and the frustration she feels when people rely on Google for information without questioning its accuracy. The conversation then turns to parenting and education. Bialik shares her approach to parenting and the importance of setting boundaries and instilling a sense of discipline in children. She emphasizes the need for children to understand that their opinions may not always be as valid as those of adults who have more knowledge and experience. Bialik also discusses her experience homeschooling her children and the benefits of having more control over their education. She talks about the challenges of raising children in the digital age and the importance of teaching them to think critically and question information. The conversation touches on the current state of society and the polarization of opinions. Bialik emphasizes the importance of being open to different perspectives and not immediately dismissing those who disagree with us. She encourages people to engage in meaningful conversations and to challenge their own beliefs. The discussion continues with a reflection on the role of art and storytelling in society. Bialik talks about her recent experience directing a film and working with actors like Dustin Hoffman and Candice Bergen. She discusses the power of storytelling to address complex issues and provoke thought and empathy. Bialik also talks about a famous person she met recently, who she believes has a wife with a girlfriend vibe rather than a wife vibe. She explains that there seems to be a different set of needs that arise in relationships, especially for women who have given birth to children. These psychological, physiological, and emotional changes often lead to a shift in needs and desires, which can strain a relationship. The conversation then turns to the topic of maintaining physical communication and intimacy in a relationship. Maher and Bialik discuss the importance of physical touch and the teenage feeling of being attracted to someone even when sex is not involved. They mention the significance of maintaining a certain level of electricity and connection, even in non-sexual situations. They also touch upon the idea of relationships running their course and the inevitability of things coming to an end. Maher mentions a comedian who said that divorce happens when a lot of bad things have been happening in a relationship, and it becomes necessary to move on. Bialik agrees and adds that sometimes relationships burn out, and it becomes challenging to maintain the same level of passion and desire. Bialik reflects on her parents' relationship, jokingly describing it as a brother-sisterly relationship with occasional bouts of incest. She shares that her parents had a unique connection and sustained their love for each other throughout their lives. Despite their complicated relationship, her father continued to write her mother poems, and their love remained strong until the end. The conversation then shifts to Bialik's personal experience with divorce. She talks about the grieving process and how it affected her, coming from a traditional Jewish background where divorce is not common. However, she has come to terms with it and believes that she has grown from the experience. Towards the end of the podcast, Maher expresses his admiration for Bialik. He commends her for her bravery and willingness to engage in conversations with people she may not always agree with. Maher also mentions that he wants his children to meet Bialik and learn the importance of disagreeing respectfully. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.